Hello everyone, PsioNic here. Today we're going to be trying out an indie game. Well, I'm going to be showing you an indie game called Kingdom New Lands, specifically. So this is a game I found very interesting the past while, as it's very different, you could say. So it's a side-scrolling where you're the king or queen of a new land, right? And your goal is to escape this land or survive as long as possible, depending on whether you're playing New Lands or the Classic. So, you see you got your horse, you can eat grass to restore its stamina so that it can sprint more. So you sprint by pressing shift, and then you just move left to right, and you press S to drop money. So, you hold down S and you'll put in multiple money. So, that's all the mechanics of the game. As you can see, there's sort of a little tutorial in the game whenever you start. So this is the equipment you buy. So you get bows and then you get hammers, and this determines what job your people are going to get. Later on you get another one, which is hose, but we'll get to that one when the time comes. And then you can build buildings like this, like a wall, for example. Right, so now that the game's simple parts have been explained, let's get to it. So, first off, I'm going to start by going to the left and right to find out the lay of the land, because that's going to be necessary. So to our right is a very early population cap point and a trader. More money. So if a person is black, that means, well, wearing black clothes, that is, that means they're unemployed. So basically pay them a coin and then they become a citizen. Oh cool, map, which is gonna... Oh, we already have it, never mind. An archer buff, basically you can spend coins to rebuild this shrine for a set number of days, and then you'll get and upgrade your archers. Also, if you notice now, when the horse breathes like that, it's tired. And you basically, it's out of stamina, quote unquote. And also, hiring people is a little bit derpy. And since I'm going to show this to you because I already know what's up ahead, that's the portal. So sometimes you can break the portal, other times you can't, other times it's just invincible. But at night, monsters spawn and come out of it, right? So of course, they basically attack your kingdom until they either get a piece of equipment or a coin. So you see there's a monster. So you give it a coin and it will leave. Or you can kill it with archers. Base or knights, I guess. But we'll get to that one again later. So, in other words, if they run into one of your civilians, they'll make them unemployed and take the coin that you gave them. Which will of course cause them to go back to their portal with the coin. So they won't attack you anymore, but then you lost money. So right there, I just wanted to save my citizens, so I just gave them the coin. Because it's the first night, and so there's only one monster that comes out. So as you can see, the unemployed camp sort of slowly regenerates population. And like that, you sort of gain new citizens. So, since we have a whole lot of unemployed people, we're going to start buying bows. Because archers are the best thing early on. And basically throughout the game you need archers. So here we're going to build a tower and another wall because that's the only side the monsters are going to be coming on because this is the first map. So now we know that to the left there won't be any monsters because this is the first map, so there's only one side that the monsters will come from. Of course they can come from one of two sides, so you know, once you find that, you're set. This is the ship, we need to repair this to get away. Another unemployed camp. We're just going to restore our stamina. Awesome. This shrine sort of allows you to continue building your kingdom past a certain level, so there really is no reason to just not grab it as soon as you see it. Because it will give you all the benefits and then you don't have to go looking for it at some other point in the game. So this is the bridge. This is where you can go if you're planning on escaping by the boat, which of course is a necessity in new lands because otherwise you are going to die. Because in new lands, when the blood moons come, you kind of die very quickly. So a blood moon occurs every 5 days, and the day off. So the monster build-up is on the first day. There's very few. The second day there's more. The third day there's even more. The fourth day there's quite a substantial amount, and then on the fifth day is a blood moon. And a blood moon is stupid. There are lots of monsters. They're everywhere, right? So on a blood moon, you want to make sure that you have your defenses ready. And later on, blood moons are impossible to survive in new lands because good shot, archer. Also, the archers are pretty garbage at their job. And also, you can pay money to have your builders destroy trees so that you can expand your kingdom past these simple boundaries. So we're going to buy ourselves another boulder, and we're going to get our money from the trader. So the trader, you basically pay a coin, and then he goes and he gets some money for you for the next day. And of course your archers, if they aren't put into a tower, they'll basically go around hunting things. So if they see an animal, they'll try and kill it, and animals drop food. Well, coins, which is in all effects food in this game. Yeah, and that's pretty much the game. It's pretty simple, and that's sort of makes it really fun because you can really get into it. So, yeah. Also, deer will run from everything, and you can do funny little strats like this where you literally chase them back into your hunters. Don't worry, dear, there's nothing this way. No, don't change direction. Go back. Sadly, they don't leave too far out of the forest, so you can't really chase them all the way. So, alright, let's see if the monster has arrived yet. Or monsters, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. There he is. So he kind of charges your base, and then they ram themselves into the wall until they die. Alright. So early on, it's not really that complicated. Later on, it becomes much more difficult because you have to manage a lot more money. Yeah. Also, the trader didn't make it back in time, so now we aren't gonna actually get any money for the morning because we paid him too late. Woo. Alright, here's hopes. So basically you buy these, and then you make sure that there's... And then the worker becomes a farmer, who you then task onto a farm. Which we don't have yet, because we don't have a waterfall which we can use for a farm. Ah, here we go. So this is what you build a farm on, right? If you build a basic farm, the farmers come here, by day, they work, they go back at night. Just like archers. But if you upgrade it, they'll sleep there overnight, which is much more helpful for productivity for obvious reasons. However, if that happens in the middle of the night, they can get killed. Well, they can get their things stolen from them, from the monsters, if they are not protected, or in this case, on the side where the monsters don't come from. So all in all, it's a nice simple game with a lot of odd mechanics. It's definitely worth a couple of... it's definitely worth a try. One thing that you really need to do early on though is pop. Like, you need all the civilians you can get. Because the more archers you have, the better. Because that's going to improve your overall defense. And you just want farmers, because farmers are your biggest way to get money. So right now we're going to buy a hoe. And we might as well wait for the civilian. So all civilians want a job, because they don't like doing nothing. And you see now he's a farmer. So right now he has no job because hey, there's no farm. How can a farmer exist without a farm? Hopefully we'll see. There we go. You killed the rabbit. Congratulations. You hit an arrow. Oh, we're all proud of you. Basically, the farms are definitely good to have. And, alright, back to what I completely got distracted by building that farm. You go, Nick. But these archers that are in the towers are much more accurate than the archers that are on the ground. Much more. They also can't be hit by ground units. Well, the regular monsters. And I say regular because there are 3 types of monsters. One only ever appears on a blood moon, and the other one only appears really later on. So the basic one is the one you saw. Eventually they get like armor, and then they'll charge your defenses and just take more hits. Then there's a flying unit, which basically comes and grabs your people and tries to get away with them. Yeah, that's the blood moon enemy. It doesn't even care about walls. Then there's the evil enemy, which is going to kill you in New Lands every single time it comes. It comes here, it spawns more of the little ones. It takes the rocks that your catapults have, it throws them back, destroys walls, knocks people out of towers. It takes so many hits to kill, and it doesn't die when day comes, or leave when day comes. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Just a little bit. I'm not sure if they've changed Classic since I last played it, because I've loved New Lands ever since they changed it. But in the Classic, there was a mob that was basically the same, except instead of, spawning other mobs, other little monsters, it would throw the rocks back. That was all it did. And when day came, it instantly died. And that's kind of what made it balanced. I guess in New Lands you're encouraged to build the boat as fast as possible, and they did that right, so I guess I can't complain, because I never want to live very long in one place after the many experiences I've had with those evil things. I'll see if I'll try and get I'll try and survive for long enough to show you guys one of these mobs. One of these enemies, rather. But, I can't guarantee it. But I'll try. Although, chances are, I'm gonna first make sure the boat's ready, so that I can run away from that thing and escape. I don't care about the people here. No, I don't. I care about my crown. Alright, so, losing conditions. When you run out of money, like you have no money in your purse, and then you get hit again, you will drop your crown. If an enemy gets your crown, you lose. It's that simple. Why you need a crown to, exist? Who knows? But, what can you do about it? So I might as well show you what happens when you run his horse way out of stamina. As you can see, it still goes quite a long time after breathing like this, and then if you try and make it run again, it does this. Anyhow, so yeah, you need to make sure that you constantly feed your horse just for the purpose of, well, self. To look after yourself. That's the word I meant to say. Yeah. I know how to speak English. Such a complicated language, obviously. It's not like I've been speaking it my whole life. No, of course not. What would give you that idea? Who says I can speak English? No, I can't. It's the only language I can speak, because I'm pretty bad at life. That's, yeah. Depressing. It is. Alright, at the end of this night, I'm gonna call it. Oh. Okay. So, this will be the end of this will be day 4's night, I believe. Which means next episode, we're gonna have fun in a blood moon. Although, the first blood moon is really not that big of a deal at all. It's just not. So we're just gonna keep. Also, another reason why, in case you're wondering why I'm not expanding to the right, is that if you happen to expand into a camp of unemployed, like remove the trees around it, it despawns. So you can't really do that. The same applies for the trader. So the trader and the unemployed are both really useful to have. So that's why I'm trying not to expand too far to the right. Because, surprisingly enough, I don't really want to lose the easiest source of population I have. We need to eat here. Okay. Ah, the peace of night. Isn't it wonderful? No one has any money for us. Actually, I just realized. Is that what's been happening? Let's see. No, never mind. Alright, so in case you're wondering what I thought was happening, I thought my hose were being stolen, because they can legitimately. The monsters will steal things from here, if they can. But I guess they probably stole one, so let's just replace that. Trader, give me the day's money. And there you go. Okay then. Good job. I can count. So, this is the next step that we have. So I might as well show you the next person who's going to be in our castle. This right here, he's sort of your clerk. If you have too much money, you drop it on the ground, he picks it up, and when he has enough, he puts it into the treasury. And then when you don't have money, you kind of run up to him, and he gives you some of your treasury. He's kind of just a way for you to make use of extra money. Anyhow, I've been PsioNic. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.